So one of the good things about the Python programming language is that it is a full-fledged object-oriented programming language, more the same way like C# or C++ and Java. So we can use Python to model a real-life object, for instance, a student, an employee, a chair, a computer. Any object can actually be modeled. And how do we model it? By defining the attributes. So let's get started. First, we are going to create a class, and then we are going to create objects. A class is like a blueprint, something you can use as a model to create objects. So if you want to create an employee data type, let's put it that way, then we are going to first create a class, and then we can use that class to be creating employee objects. So let's do it so that it becomes clear. The first step is to create a file that will have the same name as the class. So in this case, we are trying to create an employee class. And so we are going to start by creating a new file that will have the same name as the class. So it will be a Python file, and the name of the file will be employee.py, and it's a Python file. So I've created a file and it's really empty. So let me add a comment and just say this is the employee class. So to define a class, you use class and then give it a name. So the class will be employee, and that is what we want to create. Now we want to define the attributes of the employee. So the next step is to press the enter on the keyboard, and it indents, meaning that every other thing under this place in this indentation belongs to the employee. Let's start by saying this is a new employee. We are going to just give an attribute I'm going to explain later, employee counts. Equal to 0. So meaning when a new employee is created, or when we define a class, when no object has been created, the count is 0. We'll talk about this a little later. But what I want you to pay attention to is how I'm going to define the attributes of an employee. So basically, everything in real life, every object in real life can actually be defined based on attributes. So to specify the attributes of this class, you first create something we call an initializer. So def space, and you use double underscore, and you use init double underscore. So this is the little constraint Python is giving us, that we must have to always write it this way: def space double underscore init double underscore, and then open braces self. Yeah, so after doing this, we have actually played our role, and then the next thing is to specify the attributes of the employee. So what does employee have? Employee should have a first name, right? Good. Employee should also have a last name, right? Good. So employee should also have a department, and an employee should have a phone number. Let's say a phone. Let's say a phone, and then let's say salary. Okay. So we have started creating what is called a constructor. Let me put it as a comment so that you understand what we are doing. This is a constructor. Sometimes it's called initializer. Okay, so if I press the enter key, it also indents, meaning that I want to define the body of this constructor. A constructor is simply a function that is used to initialize a new object. So the next thing is to just say self dot first name equal to first name, comma, self dot last name equal to last name, self dot department equal to department, and then self.phone. So it's actually very natural how Python works. So you can basically see that creating a class is seamless. It's really very easy. So you have self dots salary equal to salary. So at this point, we've created we've created the constructor for the class, right? Good. So inside this place, let's just say employee dot mcount equal to what? Equal to, let me just increment it by 1. So let me say plus equal to 1. So what we are saying here is anytime this code runs, an object is created. This is a function, as we say, but a special kind of function called a constructor. So try this out by yourself, and then maybe you can use a fewer number of attributes in this place. All right, so another thing I would like to create is a function to display the name of the employee. So let me call it def display. Let me call it show employee. Yeah. So self. So this function, I would like it to print out employee details. So let me just say print. So let's say name. We'll say name, yeah. Self dot name. Okay, self dot first name. So I'm going to concatenate it with self dot last name. So plus space, and I'm going to say dot last name. So, and let me just also print out his departments along with the name. I'm not going to worry about other details. Plus, let me just say plus self dot department. So what I'm saying in effect here, when we call show employee, it's going to print out for us the employee name, the first name and last name, as well as the department of the employee. All right, so I'm going to close this. All right, so okay, I think I need a plus here. All right, fine. So basically, we've created an employee object. So take some few minutes or seconds to understand what is happening here. So this is a constructor. Let me just put a comment here to tell you what this is. This is a class attribute. Okay. And this is a constructor, and this is a function. Let's call it a function, a method. So meaning that we can use this method when we create a new class. So we've succeeded in creating a class. I would like to suggest you try this out. Then let's create an object in the next tutorial. I'd like to thank you for viewing, and also remember to subscribe and leave a comment if you have something you observe you like to let me know.